I mean, it will impact the classroom inevitably, because we have to teach how to interact with AI. We've got a responsibility to make sure that it's built into our curriculum, that our pupils develop the skills. I think it was the YouGov survey said 74% of business leaders said that graduates weren't prepared for the current AI-empowered world. And if that's the case now, what are we doing about it with the younger generation? So we've got to build that in. So it has to impact the classroom. How it does that in terms of access and everything else, I've seen tools today where we're enabling younger pupils to have access to a simulated AI experience in a safe way without letting them loose on the internet with all of its potential risks. So I think that's really important. In the back office, I think it's got huge potential, but that inevitably comes with challenges of integration and how well different systems talk to each other across MIS systems and parent contacting systems and reporting systems and the building management systems and everything else. But once we're in the position, particularly with like the agentic AI agenda, once we're in a position where all of that is able to talk to each other, I think it'd be really, really powerful and will free a lot of people up to be able to have a lot more impact. And I don't worry about job replacement. Understandably, a lot of people do. I just think we're going to go through a job evolution, and actually it's going to change the way we do our roles, but the actual tasks within those roles might be very different, because some of it can be very effectively completed by AI to a same or similar standard or even better, and some of it can't. We need that validation and that empathy side of things. So I think it's going to massively change once we get to that stage, and we're not there yet, but certainly on the right lines.
I have a pretty strong opinion that we should be using AI to fix the back office of schools, because that's really our speciality here at Arbor and across our suite of products. But it's also where most of the kind of busy work sits for schools. So if you ask a teacher, what's one of the reasons why you're considering leaving teaching, they will cite the admin time and time again as one of the reasons. So if we can use AI to strip out some of that admin and better improve collaboration and communication in schools, then we'll keep more teachers in the classroom. So that for me is a real focus, and then let teachers do what they do best.
So I see it impacting the back office more right now, but I think that's the wrong way round. I don't think we should turn that off. I do think it needs to impact the back office. There's a lot of processes in the back office that it can support, but where we're going to get real bang for buck is in the classroom. And when we get that right, I think that's where we'll see the real impact. I'm going to have to say, because our business supports with marking writing, and then giving actionable feedback. So that kind of ticks two of the, while they're both in the classroom, a little bit of the back office stuff is around the marking, so it takes away the time associated with marking, but then it gives you real actionable feedback that you can use in the classroom. So that's one area I think it can support, is marking. Another area, definitely processes in school offices, maybe admissions, potentially applications of new jobs and stuff like that.
I definitely see AI impacting both the back office and the classroom. The back office are the easiest wins because it's things that it can do right now, and it doesn't really challenge our construct of what education looks like. The classroom, it's a bit scarier because it does challenge our construct about what education looks like and the role of the teacher and who the content expert is. So both of those places, but the classroom is the one that's still evolving and we're still not quite sure what to do with it.
So in terms of impact in a school for AI, I think in terms of the back office, there's lots of different admin tasks it's already doing. I think that's one of the things that we can see, and if you have a look around Bett, you'll see pretty much every fourth stand says AI somewhere, and if you really dig into that, a lot of it is that administration load, which is useful, it's important. That's probably in terms of education where we might see some elements of jobs being lost, i.e. if AI can analyse a data spreadsheet for you, is the exam data officer's role going to be as big in a secondary school, particularly secondary schools who are struggling with their finances? From a classroom point of view, I think AI will, I think tutoring is probably one of the most important elements of the potential for AI in closing the gap for learners, where they have that potential for lots of one-to-one, almost mentoring, but from an AI perspective, and so there's lots of interesting conversations and tools being created around the tutoring element of helping students, and I think that will have a huge impact on being able to level the playing field for lots of students.